Um, I'm gonna do another tutorial of one of the songs which has been a favorite of mine for a long time now. This is for my brother who's recently picked up playing the guitar, and like me, he's only a beginner. And I just wanted to do this song for him. Once again, Alamgir, in his time, was one of the best singers that we've had, and in no way would any rendition of the song that I do can or ever will be better than what he did initially, but this is just for personal pleasure and for people who love singing his songs and playing the guitar. Right, so I'm going to try and keep this really easy again as my last video. Please bear in mind that I have no previous or professional guitar experience that I play for myself. And again, this is for people like me who are really beginners playing the guitar. But I mean, once again, I don't know anything about G, C, A, or whatever you call them. It just sounds right to me. So what we're going to do is it's a song by Alamgir called Keh Daina Chords, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through step by step again, showing you exactly where to place your fingers when you're playing chords, because what I've noticed on tutorials on YouTube is that people say it's a tutorial, but they're just playing and not showing exactly how to play and place your fingers. I mean, it sounds really good, but it's of no use. So I'm going to try it and do it that way. Okay, so what we're basically going to do is I'm going to start with the first 3 chords of the song that end with a 4th one, which comes at the end of the first part of the song. So again, I'm going to divide everything into groups on the fret of the guitar. So what we're going to do is, this is the first, starting again, first, second, third, 4th, 5th, let's say. We're only going to be using the first 3 frets and the 6 strings. So I'm going to label them 1, which is the thickest one on top. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So when I'm saying, say, first fret, that's the first fret, and if I'm saying the 6th string, that means it's the last string, which is on the end of the first fret, yeah? So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you about the first 3 chords. We're going to go really quick, and at the end I can do a complete thing so you can see exactly how it works. Okay, first thing you do is you place your fingers on the 5th string of the first fret. That's your placement of the finger. So I'm not touching the last one, I'm only touching the 5th string on the first fret. You move a finger down on the 4th string. So as you can see my fingers here, this one is on the 5th and this one is on the 4th, and the next string after that comes on the same 2nd fret but covers the 3rd string now. So my thumb's off, so is my last finger, so that's the first chord that you've got. So it should, if your guitar is tuned, sound like this. Yeah? I hope you're getting that. I hope my mic gets that. Okay, so that's the first chord of the song. I'll repeat it again. It's the 5th string on the first fret. That's 1. The 4th string on the 2nd, and the 3rd string on the 2nd. So make sure you press them firmly and make sure that the last string is not being touched by this finger, and you should hear the first chord. That's the first chord. Okay, moving on to the second one. Usually, as I said in my last video, the complete chord is played as in if you move to 1, 2, 3, it's the last 6th string on the 3rd fret. So I usually, proper way to play it would be to keep your finger here, and then you move 1 step up, that's the 2nd fret, and move your finger on the 2nd string, and then come back again like this. And so now what you've got is a sort of a triangle bit that goes, so you got 2 fingers on the 1st and the 6th string on the 3rd fret, that's 1, 2, 3, and then you've got one finger on the second string on the second fret. So this chord, complete chord, sounds like this, yeah? But because there's a lot of quick rolling, I usually don't even use these two fingers on top. I usually just use the last one down here. It's easier, and I usually use the last 4 strings to play it, so it's quicker when you're changing chords. Of course, it's wrong, but it's quicker. So, recap, the first chord I gave you was 1, yeah? Second one, 2, yeah? Okay, third chord of the first part of the song would be that you would keep your finger on the 6th string on the 2nd fret, then you let go of the string which is next to it, and you move your fingers on the 4th string on the 2nd fret. So you see you've got your fingers on the 6th and the 4th, and the one in the middle, which is the 5th one, is free. So you take your finger and you go one step down on the 3rd fret, which is the 3rd fret, and you complete the 3rd chord. So what you have is 1, I hope you guys can clearly see this. This is 1, and then one step down, 2, and then one step up again, 3. Yeah? So this would be your 3rd chord of the first part of the song. So recap, you've got 1, you got 2, and then you got 3. Okay? Now, I told you that the first part of the song ends with a last piece, which is a bit different from the sound of the first 3. And that's a very simple one. I mean, to my understanding, it sounds okay. So what you gotta do is you just have to keep your fingers on the last 2 strings on the 1st fret. Yeah? Is that okay? So how this would work is, for example, I'll take you into details later, but just for a start, it should sound like yeah? So you basically got the first part of the song. So I'm gonna try and play this, the first bit of the song, so you can see where the first 3 bits and the last 4th one fits in. Okay, so it goes like Keh Daina how this last one was used and when it was used. So you had like and you're back on the first one again, okay? Now, of course, there's a lot of ways, a lot of rhythms you can play this guitar in, so the important part is to get used to the chords first, and then you can, you know, play it in so many different ways, this specific track. Okay, next part of the song is really beautiful. I love the way he's written it and composed it, because the chords are really great. So what we're going to do is how he basically moves it, that he goes through the rest of the song, singing the rest of the piece, and whenever you're doing the rest of the piece, especially for this song, he has to come back to where he started.